Is now a good time to buy a house in central Massachusetts, or should you wait? I hear this question every day from buyers who are worried about affordability, interest rates, and making the wrong move. So in this video, we're gonna break it all down.
If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Linda, top producing realtor in Central Mass, Worcester County. I work with buyers and sellers across Worcester County and the surrounding towns. I'm not here to pressure anyone to buy. My job is to help people understand the market clearly so you can make the best decision that you are comfortable with. Most buyers I talk to feel stuck because they're hearing mixed messages. Interest rates are high, prices feel expensive. Yes, they are expensive. Everyone keeps saying, oh, just wait, just wait. But is waiting really gonna help? That feels risky too, because rents keep going up. Home prices have consistently been going up as well. So let's talk about what's actually happening here in Central Mass. Central Mass is a little bit different than some of the big metro markets. We still have very limited inventory here, especially in the affordable price ranges. Most buyers that I meet would love to be in the $300,000 price range or $400,000 because they feel like that's the most affordable. However, that is where the least amount of homes are. And if you do get a home in the 300s, you're looking at issues that you're gonna have to fix, and people don't wanna deal with that. So you gotta figure out the trade-off here. You know, do you want a house in the 300s that you gotta put on a new roof and completely remodel? I mean, these are the things you gotta think about. When a well-priced home does come on the market, buyers will still show up for it. And sometimes you're still seeing a multiple offer situation because the buyers see the value. But here's what's changed. What's changed is the leverage. If you're in the market to buy a house, this is what you're gonna see today. There are fewer bidding wars, but it does depend on the house. Home inspections are now happening regularly. There's a new law about that. Seller credits or price adjustments are more common, but not on every house. These are things you can have now that buyers didn't have a few years ago. That's something you want to think about. If you're finding this information helpful, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. That helps me grow, and I appreciate you. All right, let's talk about affordability, because this is the heart of the question. Yes, interest rates matter. It's going to determine how much you can afford, how much you can't afford. But so does the purchase price. And here is something that's super important to understand. You can refinance an interest rate when the rates come down. You can never refinance the price you pay for a house. That never changes. So if you get into a multiple offer situation when there's a whole bunch of people looking, it makes it harder for you. In Central Mass, prices haven't dropped the way so many people have expected. So waiting for a big crash hasn't worked for most home buyers. In fact, Central Mass over the past couple of years, even with the market slowing, has still seen a 3 to 5% increase in price year over year. So we're left with the question, does buying right now make sense? Well, it does if you plan to stay in your home for several years. And if your finances are stable and you're tired of rent increases and you want more negotiating power than you would have in peak markets. I'm seeing prepared buyers quietly getting homes now without the chaos. When I say chaos, I mean not having to deal with multiple offers, getting sellers to negotiate with you on some of the closing costs, maybe accepting less of a deposit. There are a lot more seller concessions right now, and you're not going to get that when the interest rates go down because everyone's coming back into the market. You're going to have so much competition. You're going to be paying more for your house. Yeah, you'll get a lower interest rate, but you're going to pay more for the house. And I think that's key. I can only recommend to you what I would do for myself. And if this was me and I was in the market to buy a house, I would much rather buy now when the interest rates are a little higher and the prices are more negotiable than when the interest rates go down and everybody and their brother rushes back into the market and you're looking at multiple offers on every house again. I've been there, done that. Believe me, it is not a pretty scene. So there are many benefits to buying right now. Who should wait to buy a home? It's not the right time to buy for everyone. If your finances aren't in place, if your credit score isn't in a good place, and you don't need to move really, really soon, waiting might be the smarter move. The right time to buy is personal. It's not just market driven. So is now a good time to buy in Central Mass? In my opinion, yes, absolutely. It is if you have the right strategy. I hope you found this information helpful. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and check out some of my other videos.